Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We are just getting started. That has ended up in no man's land. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I would think that this fella Valverde's role is going to be so key here. He'll be tasked with pretty much doing everything from covering the back line to winning the ball back, triggering counter-attacks, providing outlets, pressing, as well as being a goal threat. In other words, pretty much everything.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Now it's Valverde. He's got away. Valverde. That's going across goal. Keeper has taken decisive action. He's not got that quite right. Knocks it out wide, and he's quick to return it. Now it's Doué. So what can they make of this? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Rabiot threads one in.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
And he was quick to react. Nicely weighted ball. Eder Militao. Well, that has not gone well. Doué gets a good foot in there. Chouameni. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Rudiger can clear it away. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! And he's done it! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
The first breakthrough.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time...
Terrific effort! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Doué has it out wide and in space. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Not the most accurate pass.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Saliba looking to pass their way up the pitch. Bellingham. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Upamecano has got himself a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. Pass somewhat off target. Bellingham. And it's made its way to him. Thinks about the shot. Real chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's really well cleared. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Mbappe. Strong challenge, that could leave a mark. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Dembele.
Madrid can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rabiot. Some resolute defending there. Tries to pass it. Shot a goal! Goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that
Can he finish? He's done very well to get to that.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Getting up there! Tries to get it clear.
2 minutos de descuento.
Little pass back. Rabiot. Vinicius Junior. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. He's having a hit! Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. Madrid were so close to ending that half in the perfect fashion, but it just wasn't to be in the end.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Madrid are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far. And we get things going again. Now it's Mbappe. Well, there's the clearance. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Rabiot. It's a pretty loose pass. Eder Militao. Great vision. And the finish! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Bellingham certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Howson. Chouameni. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And the through ball. And a chance! And that's another fine save. This is their second corner of the game. Koundé can get it clear. And he's in on goal! And the shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Madrid really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Tries to play it through. Ah, that's a fine interception. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And here's Mbappe. I'll keep trying, and eventually it might come off. Madrid have their third corner. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Alexander-Arnold plays it in. Oh, what has happened? Shapes to shoot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
So their fourth corner of the game. And it's hoisted clear. Chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Good read, needed to be. Good chance here! Just a tiny bit high.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that and it wasn't far away at all.
That's a good ball out wide. Looking for the run. He's in plenty of space here. That's tidy. Engages and forces him off the ball. Pass somewhat off target. Tchouaméni. And it's Dembele. And it's Rabiot. Looking to play him in. Who played through for the wide man. That is ended up in no man's land. Koundé cuts out the pass. Rabiot. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. That's a sharp pass. And that is a little undercooked. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, no question, that's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Tchouaméni. And here's Mbappe. Chance for a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright.
Doué really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Can he get it through? Oh, played right in. Goes for a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Tchouaméni. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now, can they get him? Mbappe! Oh, didn't catch it right. They're up to 5 corners now. Mignon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. France are looking to go forward now. Mbappe! What a throw in. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Koundé kept his eye on it, and he's there. Knocks it into space. And that has been cleared. Tchouaméni getting this one clear. Not the most accurate pass. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Pass is just off target. Upamecano. Rabiot. That has not gone well. Tchouaméni. Looking for options for movement. Now it's some great chance! Eder Militao attempts a clearance. Good ball, good take. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Mbappe. And the shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Vinicius Junior has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
He's ended up in no man's land. He's a sharp little ball here. Mbappe! A real chance and a real let-off. Rudiger. And that is that. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. Mbappe voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We are just getting started. And there's the shot! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
No, he's not getting past him there. Looking for options for movement. Out for a throw. Alexander-Arnold engages and forces him off the ball. Spread out to the left. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Mbappe! Goal! What a super start! A total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it.
There was to be only one outcome.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know.
That's been cut out, well played. Tchouaméni is sporting a guilty look after that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Rabiot.
Now that looks a decent ball. Doué. Great defending, strong and determined. Ooh, perfectly measured that. Eder Militao. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Vinicius Junior. Tries one from range.
Ball's out once more.
Oh, that's a key interception.
Madrid are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Mbappe had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Upamecano
Did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. And he's quick to return it. Dembele. And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, he's having a go!
Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Madrid really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Alexander-Arnold. That has found him in acres of space. Now it's... And a chance! Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Dembele gets it away. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. France are looking to go forward now. Chance, surely! He's got a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
It's a pretty loose pass.
There they go, hunting again.
Aims beyond the defence.
And he shoots! And that's a good finish.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Marcó en el minuto 34.
Just 1 in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Succumbs to the pressure. Rabiot, spread it left. Tries to pass it through.
Can he finish? And he hits the net. They have done it. They have their equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see...
Shot a goal! That's got him rattled.
Do it. And it's Hernandez.
Oh, that's fabulous. Big chance!
And that's very disappointing, it has to be said.
That'll be a throw.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Can he get it through? Can he latch on to this? And he was quick to react.
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment.
Well, that pass isn't the best.
Alexander-Arnold.
That is ended up in no man's land.
Looking for the run.
Alexander-Arnold. Pass somewhat off target. That's the end of the first 45.
Madrid are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. And we are up to the break.
Well, Peter, I can certainly tell you I wasn't expecting this. What a half, what a game of football so far. I was honestly expecting the floodgates to open, but how quickly things can change.
Well, it has been a high-octane first half, full of action, both sides with 2 goals going in at half-time.
France get the ball rolling for the second period.
Madrid have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And that could set him on his way. Hernandez.
And it's Dembele. Nicely weighted ball. Howson does really well to win the ball there.
Dembele.
Can he get on the end?
There's the shot!
Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Dembele has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Saliba calmly anticipates. Played out towards the right wing. Plays a sharp little ball here. Rudiger deals with that comfortably. And he's gone looking for safety. Valverde. And he welcomes it in. He might be in here.
Shapes to shoot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And it's in! And the comeback is complete!
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
And the shot!
That is decidedly lacking.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Deftly away. Now, can they get him away? Oh, sweet feet. Knocks it into space. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's destined for the flank. And it's Dembele. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Valverde. Oh, no joy this time. Forwards and with intent. Looking to play him in. Brilliantly cut out. Rabiot. Tchouameni kept aware. And it is reclaimed easily. Threads one in.
Decent attempt, that, just a little mistimed.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Upamecano spots it and intercepts. Well, that has not gone well. Real chance! And a neat finish! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. This looks promising. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent score, so he had no other option.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Great chance here from position A1. This then an ideal chance to cut the deficit. Hernandez. Mbappe. Valverde. Not the most accurate pass. Rabiot. And it's Hernandez. Eder Militao, Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. Great vision. Doué picks it up out wide. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Oh, nicely intercepted. He steps in, and that's the end of that. He's had a shot! Oh, good finish. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Shifting the... Great chance! And it's in! They've done it again! It is incredible!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Oh, what a game we have on our hands here.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Minutos de descuento.
That's going to go a long way. Saliba cuts it out. Now it's Mbappe. Tries to play it through. Valverde finding himself in space. Rabiot. And France can counter now. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Madrid may have thrown this away at the death. So, having trailed, to lead. And they've turned it round. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
Another one. This must be his. And that's that. Madrid pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's got to be said, Peter, it's a day to forget for the players at the heart of a defence who were just getting beaten way too easily on so many occasions. But I think the manager, too, has to take responsibility for his failure to stop the leaks.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up. Bellingham!
It's off target and by quite a way.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Mbappe played out towards the right wing, and he has been fouled there.
Great vision. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Well, that's beautifully weighted.
He's free. He's had a shot! Goal!
Well, there's leadership for you. That's what the armband means for him, setting the perfect example, the perfect tone. Tremendous.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
There's the shot!
Eder Militao can get it clear.
So just the one early goal to report so far.
And the score is 1-0.
Olise. That has been slung wide. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Alexander-Arnold.
Carreras.
And there's green grass ahead of him.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Madrid clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He's going for goal!
And for a moment, time stood still.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Madrid very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Now it's Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's the keeper's ball. Howson. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Threads one in. Alexander-Arnold is fouled.
And that's going to be a booking.
Brilliantly cut out. Olise.
Rabiot. Oh, played right into his path.
He's beaten the... Tries a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that was struck with genuine force. France with the corner. They're first. Madrid are looking to go forward now. And it's Koundé. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, big chance! It's run loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. He's in a great position here. He's had a shot! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Tchouaméni actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Tchouaméni plays a sharp little ball here. Tchouaméni.
Rabiot
pinches it off him. Rudiger. Vinicius Junior chasing after it. Now it's Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Alexander-Arnold. And Carreras. And it's Tchouaméni. Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Madrid really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Bellingham. Mbappe! And he's quick to return it.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Now that's well seen too. Swung over. Now it's Doué. Hernandez finding himself in space. Oh, shooting chance! And that has fair fizzed.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Rabiot. That's destined for the flank. Oh, well played, well sorted out. No, that's been intercepted. Nicely weighted ball. Rabiot is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, did he?
Good ball, good take. Decent chance! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Oh, poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Madrid have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. So straight into the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He's having a pop! Denied by an instinctive save.
Valverde really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Keeper has taken decisive action. France have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Mbappe, and he is dashing away. And he's heaved it away. No foul, says the referee. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. That pass isn't the best. Valverde. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Doué stood his ground strongly. The message is clear, none shall pass. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Chance! And that's a good finish. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. So smooth, a signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now with 2 up.
Saliba cuts out the pass. Tchouaméni pressing high and with purpose. Doué tries to pass it through. Rabiot and Doué. And it's Tchouaméni. Played out to the left flank. He's found a way through. Rabiot. And it's Dembele. Here's Tchouaméni. Passes short and sharp. Shapes to shoot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Valverde. It's played through for him. He's picked his way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Carreras is the guilty party there. Carreras has been sent off, just to confirm. It was a straight red.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Mbappe! Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Dembele. Goes looking wide. Knocks it into space. Oh, super find. He's got away. And the shot! It's in! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
France cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Great ball if he can get there. He's shifting through the gears here. And the finish!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Mbappe!
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Tchouaméni. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
France clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He leaps for it! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Mbappe certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
And it's Valverde. That is a brilliant interception.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
This ended up in no man's land. Aimed beyond the defence. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Courtois chooses to deal with it himself. Well, that is one way to stop him. Played out wide. Tries to play it through. Can he finish? And there's a goal! Oh, but the flag's up.
Yeah, just fractionally late, but it's the right call.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. And that is that. Madrid have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Vinicius Junior claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Hoy se enfrentan
This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So things are underway. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I've got my eye on Militao, who's developing his game very well and quite quickly. I think you need someone very strong.
Oh, that's ambitious. Rabiot. Doué. It's Bellingham. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Koundé. It's a really well-measured ball. This is a promising build-up. And the pass is intercepted. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Rabiot. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
That has not gone well. Can he get it through? Upamecano. No way through. Well, that looks a decent ball. That's a shade optimistic. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. And it's Doué. Hernandez. Well, that's been cut out. Well played. Out towards the flank. That is a great pick out. Dembele! And that was struck with genuine force. Pass somewhat off target. And he skips past his man. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Rabiot. And reclaimed it in a trice. Now it's Mbappe. Valverde. Saliba. Ball is over the line. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Distributed tidily. Mbappe. Bellingham. That has been slung wide. And he's managed to get free.
Mbappe clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find some?
He's had a shot! There it is! Minimal lapse, maximum punishment. How that hurts.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Bellingham tries one from range. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Olise can get it clear. So it's going to be another corner. It's their second corner of the game. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. He's having a pop! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Alexander-Arnold clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Rabiot. Madrid looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. And he was quick to react. Dembele. Out for a throw. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Rabiot. Time and again they are repelled. Just past the 40th minute mark. Valverde was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Dembele.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Now it's Mbappe. Olise providing an outlet on that flank. He's shifted, chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. And it's hoisted clear. Engages and forces him off the ball. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Madrid leading by 1 at the break.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Madrid looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. That gets us going once more. Madrid currently ahead by the smallest of margins.